Hello and welcome to the MBL webinar on direct tax and charities, looking at maximising relief and avoiding pitfalls. My name is Tony Austin and I'm a tax consultant specialising in charities. I'm not going to bore you throughout the whole of this webinar by quoting legislation every time we come across something. So I've set out here where you can find it. It's all neatly packaged. If you're looking at charitable trusts, then you're looking at the Income Tax Act. And if your charity isn't a trust, then it will be taxed under corporation tax as a company in the Corporation Tax Act. Capital gains, there's a separate section dealing with the exemption of capital gains for charities in the TCGA. I would also, in addition, draw your attention to the HMRC guidance, detailed guidance notes. These are the good ones. They're quite reasonably interpreted. They're quite detailed, and I always find them very helpful. Plus the fact that if you follow the HMRC guidance, you shouldn't get into difficulty. But it's not legislation. So there are occasions when people don't agree with them and they can be challenged. A charity will only qualify for tax exemption if it is actually a charity. And that goes beyond the Charities Act. What is a charity for tax purposes is defined in the legislation as being first a body established for charitable purposes only. And throughout the tax legislation, charitable purposes has the same meaning as the Charities Act for England and Wales. The charity has to be within the court jurisdiction of the UK. Foreign charities don't qualify, and that includes EU charities since we left the EU. The charity has to meet any UK registration requirements. That doesn't mean it has to be a registered charity. Some charities are exempt because of their size, others are exempt from registering, such as academies. But provided it meets the law regarding charity registration, it will qualify. And then finally, it has to be under the general control and management by fit and proper persons, and I'll be looking at that next. When a new charity is set up, the first thing it has to, well, once it's been set up, the next thing it has to do is register with HMRC. There's a registration form asking for lots of details, amongst which it has to confirm all the above.